Alright YouTube, in this video we are going to see how to convert this using HTML and CSS without using any framework. Fine, let's get into it. So I have a basic HTML page with just font added, which is Mozart, which I have got it from the Google font. Now let's create the container which holds the div. So if you see on the left, on the right, we have space. So as I said, we are not going to use any framework, which is with just HTML and CSS. I'm going to use a table. Inside table we are going to have table row, inside table body, then I'm going to have a container. Inside the container I'm going to have a class called let's say display table. Inside the display table class I'm going to have another class called display table cell. Let me make a camel case. So if you see, this is a container which I am going to make. The width has 640 pixel. Now if you see inside the container, we have one section which is just the plain, which has nothing, then the logo section, then again we have a div which holds a text, and then a plain section. So inside the table cell I'm going to have a table again, then table row, again table data, and if you see on the table data, if you see I want to create a blank space. To create a blank space, again I need to create table row, table data. Fine, now this blank space is ready. Now let's work on the, once the table is ended, we'll create a div with class image holder. Inside the image holder we'll have image, and the image width is going to be 176 pixel, and which I will get from images. Inside the images I have logo.png. so if you refer, this is how it looks, don't worry. And the background image will apply to this container, which we will look. And then what we have is, we have some space. So to get that space, again we need table. Inside table we need table row. What we simply do is, I'll just copy paste the same thing, which is just for a table space between them. Now let's add a div, and this div is going to have a paragraph, and this paragraph is going to have a span tag, and that span tag is going to have this text. And this text, the first half is going to be the strong tag. This is the strong tag, so I need a strong tag. Hash giving will be on the strong tag. Again we need some space. So to get that space, what we do is, we need to copy paste the same thing and paste it below. So as of now, this is how it looks. Now we are going to convert, we are going to add the CSS. This is the HTML. To follow along, I'll leave the source code in the description. Now let's link the external style sheet .css control n .css. To check, let's keep the background color of the body as red. Not working, I think I have not saved it. The spelling is wrong. Control shift save as style. Control W, Control O, style.css. Now if I refresh, not working. Why? Yes, it is working. Now we'll give the color of the background as this one. So the background color is this. Not this one, let me check it. Actually let's try, I forgot to add the hash mark because it's a hex value. Fine. Now if you see, it's time to remove all the margin, and first of all I need to remove all the margin and padding. Default margin, padding 0, and margin 0. Now we have table. Let's style a table. Table layout is going to be fixed, and vertical align is going to be top, simply top. The same way we'll add this for we need a table row, and this table row is again going to have vertical align top, and the same style will be applicable to table data as well. Now let's work on the container. This container will have a width of 640 pixel and a margin 0 and auto, so that it will be on the center. Now, and if you see, it is not showing up. We have given width, and what we missed is we have missed the width to the table, which is 100%. Now if you see, we have table, display table, so we are going to make this table, and vertical align is going to be top again, and then the same for the display table cell. In this case, table hyphen cell, and then here there is space, and the container will have an image, background, URL, and it is coming from images / banner.png. and if you see, the image holder, text align center, then this space, we'll call it as text holder. Again, I need to add this with text align center, and if you see, the desired space is not available, and if you see, there is space over here. To add the space, what we do is wherever there is table data, we have to give it height as 90 pixel. So this is applicable only to the inner TD. I think the middle one don't need. Fine. Now if you see, I think it is 700 instead of 640. Let's make it 700. And let's add the background position to the image, top and center, background repeat, no repeat. Fine, we are almost done. So the container is taking some space. What we do is, we'll make this table data, or let's make this width 100%, there is some extra space. So why don't we add this to this, instead of giving background image to container, we'll give this class bg image holder. We'll give this image property to this guy. Fine, we are almost done. There's some space here, and the rest everything is okay. Now let's work on this text. So it's the text holder. The text holder is going to have the font size of 42 pixel and the background color as like we have for the body. And the padding is going to be 10 pixel on all sides. Very big, we don't need this much big. Let's see, instead of this we'll give this to paragraph. Yep, that is working. The font family, which is Montserrat, not available. I have to copy it from the CDN. There is too much space over here. Let's see why. Let's comment this table. Let's comment this whole table. Let's add the color. I think I have to give the width to the text holder. The container width is 640. Let's make it 80%, or let's make it 70%. Width and margin 0 auto. Fine, we are somewhat there. If you want, you can make it a little small as well. The font size seems to be big, and the padding is also huge. We are somewhat close. If you see, this is getting the margin, so let me remove margin and padding. Fine, we are almost there. Get the source code in the description. Thank you so much for listening.